Spontaneous blog. It's hot in this car. I'm gonna go ahead and turn up the air conditioning, and hopefully it is not too loud and you guys can't hear it. But I'm not about to pass out in my car doing a YouTube video. Wouldn't that be something special? That would be cool, actually. Maybe that would make me go viral. You know, man so dedicated to his followers that he passes out doing a YouTube video on personality type. Yeah, actually, you know, I'm gonna turn off my air conditioning. Anyway, guys, what's up? This is Garrett, your local INFJ, and I wanted to do a spontaneous vlog, I guess. So I don't remember the order that I'm going to upload these things in, but about a week ago I did a video on just how I was feeling and how I'd been kind of like losing friends from my life, and how that's been hard, and I was trying to figure out why it was happening. Like, was it something I was doing? Is there something I was supposed to learn from it? And so I guess I wanted to kind of do an update on that. Still feeling lousy about it, and it's not just like that friend who I mentioned last time. It's also, you know, like, there was a romantic interest. It was actually an ENFP, of course. And her leaving, while it was something we both understood had to happen, it obviously it's never easy if you really care about someone, and it's been hard because, you know, when you find somebody that compliments you personality wise, and that you really love and care about, and when the relationship is really all love, which ours was, like, it was like, anyway, it's everything's harder when they're gone. It's not just missing them, it's everything. It's like when you find someone that compliments you, the way that you think, the way that you act, everything's harder. The hard times are harder, the good times aren't as good. If you're creating and they helped you create, creating's harder. Dealing with drama is harder if they help put it in perspective. Like, literally every facet, for me, every facet of my life's been affected, and it's been tough. I was recently talking to someone who has been a friend, and actually what I'll do is I'll link her, if she's okay with it, I'll link her information in the description. I'll also put her in a bubble above my head. I hope that looked okay. I'm having the camera's facing the other way, so I have no idea how any of this looks. As I told you, that's my little trick, so I don't see myself and get super self-conscious. I'm just talking to the phone lens instead, the phone camera lens, so I can't see myself making a fool of myself. It works. So anyway, this is a friend. This is someone who I follow on Instagram, and I actually started following her because I don't know, I'll bleep this out if she doesn't want me to say it, but it's because her name is like mine. Basically, like, it's reverse. I'm Garrett Ashe, and she is Ashley Garrett, and that's literally it. That was all it took for me to follow her. But anyway, it ended up being a really cool relationship. She is an empath. She does, like, I don't know if any of you guys are into this stuff. If not, that's cool, but she does, like, readings, tarot card readings, and you know, we talk occasionally, but randomly she kind of hit me up, and it was during this time when I was feeling like I was losing, like, friends out of my life, and people I care about were just going away. This has, like, been going on for the past year, but it's like it's sped up. It's like it's going in fast forward. And so anyway, I told her about it, and she provided some insight, which was pretty cool. She said, perhaps she said, what it sounds like is you're going through an awakening. And I don't want to be that person that comes on YouTube and says, I'm going through an awakening, I'm enlightened, you guys need to listen to me, because I'm not about that life. Not about that awakening life, that self-righteous awakening life. But I don't think she's wrong. If you define an awakening as like a heightened sense of awareness, then that is what's happening to me. That's been happening to me. And I don't think it's like an immediate aha moment. I think it's been a sequence of moments that have led me, given me a better understanding of myself and my place in the world and what should be important to me and what path I should be taking. And so as I'm starting down that path, I feel not lost, but anxious, because it's a new path and I don't know what lies ahead. I'm pretty sure this is the path I'm supposed to be walking on, but there are going to be forks in the road. I'm not going to know which way to go. That's been happening. There are, when you first start walking, you're still learning how to move your legs, and that's where I am. So that kind of like being in the mud and the dirt at the beginning of any journey is always tough. And so she pointed this out. She said, I think you're having an awakening. And then she said, as for the friends, when you are finding a new path, and this is not just her, this is some of my other friends who have said this too, a lot of people who were part of your life before don't make sense in your life anymore, and that's okay. Like, you're going down a new path, and before you guys were walking alongside of each other, and maybe you're not now. That's the best way I can say it. That's, I think, what they were trying to convey to me. So maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. But that gave me a new kind of way to frame the situation, where I love a lot of these people, but if fate would have it that they're not supposed to be walking alongside me, then that's something I have to deal with, and I still have to keep walking. And maybe some of these people will meet me along the way again, and maybe not, but I will, as she so eloquently put it, you will find your tribe. You will find your spiritual tribe. So I'm waiting for that. Anyway, sometimes I wonder if these videos are ever going to, I mean, it's not like, first of all, people that follow me are freaking awesome. I love you guys. I love you guys. And I love my followers, even now when my base is still small, because I recently started. But sometimes I wonder, like, if these videos are ever going to be seen by a large amount of people, and what those people will think, and how this will look in retrospect, you know? Anyway, this is a self-reflective moment brought to you by Garrett, the INFJ. So yeah, I just wanted to do this video as kind of like an update, and like, I guess anybody that's struggling with losing people from their lives, it might help to frame it in this way, in the way where you understand that if this loss is done in a way that you know there was no other option, or this was the healthiest option, or it makes sense, right? Or even if it's something you had no control over, just know that, like, that life is a journey. We are walking down a path. And when we turn the corner, or when we take a new route, or when we explore a new road, sometimes we can't have the same people along with us. And it hurts, especially when we become close to those people, and especially when we say, like, why? Like, don't you want to keep walking with me? But sometimes our path doesn't make sense to them, and sometimes their path doesn't make sense to us. And that's okay. It is never worth walking down a path that you know is not yours to walk, just because you love a person that's walking down that same path. Now, it does make sense to explore the path, somebody else's path, you know, and say, like, hey, is that path, maybe that path is cut for me. And that's cool, and that's something that I'm willing to do. But I think when you do that, I think you also want the other person to look at maybe the path you're walking down and say, like, well, maybe there's something for me there too. Like, there has to be this mutual sense of collaboration, because you don't want to be stuck walking down someone else's path in their footsteps and in their shadow, and then realize, wait, what about me? Well, this really got really metaphorical, and I don't know if I lost everybody or if this only makes sense in my own mind. I also don't even know if this video is recording because I haven't even checked the opposite side of my phone to make sure that the record button has been hit. I really, really hope I haven't been talking for like 10 minutes to myself. But hey, it happens. All right, guys, that's it. Keep it short this time. Please like and subscribe. Oh, you know what? Forget that. First, I want to give a shout out to people that have really held me down. Okay, so before I go, I want to give a shout out to some of you guys who have really held me down. I am trying to get a mic that I can like pin on myself to record so that I'm not always wearing this or having terrible sound quality. And you know, I have in the link, I'll put a link in the description. I always put a link in the description to, I don't know how to say this. I think it's called Ko-fi or Ko-fi or Ko-fi. You'll see the link down there. It's K-O-F-I, okay? I can spell it even if I can't say it. But there's a link down there, and it's a link to anybody that was willing to make a contribution and help me get a mic so I can record better videos for us. And also eventually a better camera, because right now I'm using my phone, which is over 2 years old, and I'm gonna have to get either a better phone or a better camera eventually. So I wanted to give a shout out to some of my peeps who have really held me down and really helped me. I will make sure they're all cool with this before posting this video. But one of those peeps is Isaac. Has been my friend for a long time. He got me halfway there off the bat. He said, "You need this mic. Here, I'm gonna get you halfway there." So that was awesome. Red River Girl, who originally we started following each other on Instagram, she made a contribution. Thank you, Red River Girl. Thank you, Isaac. I appreciate you guys. My other friend, after seeing some of the YouTube, the skit on MBTI Terrors, she made a contribution to helping me get a stand for my phone so I can record from a stand. So thank you, Sheila, for that contribution. And I really, really appreciate you guys. I will leave you guys' social media tags in the description as a thank you. And yeah, so almost there. I bought the stand, which will be coming, I think, late next week. It was back ordered because of coronavirus. And the mic, over halfway there. So appreciate you guys. Thank you. And also thank you to Tay, also known as Monster Girl on Instagram. I think you were the first one to buy me a coffee, Tay. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. Like and subscribe, and the social media tags are in the description.